Hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And where we are today is we're actually in the old graveyard and the old church of Kildress. And as you can see, there's more bluebells today, and that's the old church up there. And I talk a wee bit about the church in another wee video, so I'm not going to mention the church too much in this one. Of course, Kildress graveyard is near Cookstown, and I'm going to mention a few graves here to you, and this is the first one, and it's actually erected by a minister, so I'll try and zoom in and let you see that. It's erected by the Reverend, if I can read that, Ray, and it's actually erected for his son, in memory of his son George Alexander. And he died the 26th of February 1864, and he was aged, by the looks of things, I think that's a 14 months. Yeah, he was aged 14 months, so that's only a child. And then it says there also the above named Reverend William Ray, MA, who died the 2nd of May 1902, and he was aged 77 years. And there's a bit of writing at the back, at the bottom of that, but it's hard to make out. He was faithful and devoted orator, and it was the Presbyterian Church, I think. Yep, it looks like the Presbyterian Church. Martha Stewart Ray, younger daughter of the above as well. And then there's other writing at the bottom as well. And you can see the wee crest there. It's like a wee bird, probably a wee dove, with an olive leaf or something on its mouth. So there you are, that's the Reverend Ray's grave. And he died in 1902. His son died in 1864, only 14 months. So that's a sad one. And you'll notice that with a lot of the old graves, the mortality is very low among the children. Of course, they didn't have the medicines that we have today. And this one here is for Sergeant. This mom was a sergeant, in memory of Sergeant James. Now I haven't been able to make out this name here, so I haven't, unfortunately. As you can see that, but it's Sergeant James Ennis, is it? I'm not too sure, to be honest, so I'm not even going to guess that. But he was a sergeant anyway, and he was called James, and he died on the 12th of October, I think that is. I think, I'm not sure. But anyway, he was 90 years of age. No, it's 1907, that's what it is. He died 12th of March, that's what it is, sorry. 1907. So this gentleman died in 1907, and he was a sergeant. So there you go. So I assume it's the sergeant in the police. I don't think it's the army, although it could be. So if you know anything on this, the history of this man, Sergeant James, I'll let you have a close-up of his name. I can't make that out, to be honest. But maybe you know of this man in history. So if you know anything about him, then leave me a wee comment, because I don't know where he was, in the army or in the police. I'm not too sure. Just says sergeant. So there you go. And then the last one I want to show you in this wee video, and if you are coming to this graveyard, be very, very careful, because it's very uneven, especially when the grass isn't cut, and there's boulders, but there's also gravestones that you can't even see, and you could certainly go tumbling if you're not careful. So I'm going to take you up to the earliest grave that I've found so far anyway. There could be earlier ones, but some of them you just can't read. In fact, a lot of them you can't read. But this is the earliest one that I've been able to read, is this one here. And it says, here lieth the body of Dominic, and I think that's McKirk. I think that's a K, as you can see there. So I think that's McKirk, who departed this life November the 6th. And you can see the date there, 1797. So you can see that one plain. 1797. And he was aged 34. So that's the oldest one that I've been able to find. And if you remember in another wee video when I spoke on in Bangor Abbey, I talked about these letters. And these letters actually, they're Latin, they're either Latin or Greek, I can't remember, but they represent Christ. That's what they mean anyway. So there's a wee grave there. I tried to get a date on that, but it's just unreadable. Certainly it looks old, like, there's no doubt about it. But you just can't read it, unfortunately. So I'll give you a wee view here of the graveyard before we wrap this up. And there's the old church. And that gentleman's grave there, I talk about him in another wee video, because he died during World War I. So make sure you watch that one. So thanks for watching, and God bless.